All right, let's get this over with, Magnus. Are you ready? I am. Where's my sound? Excuse me? Where's my sound? Where is my sound at? Here we go. Trump.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon.
Trump.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
How long is this? Let's see.
Thank you.
Oh, this ain't long.
Thank you. So let
She
me
like,
say,
shut up.
And I love you back. So let me say, my heart is full today. Full of gratitude for the trust you have placed in me, full of love for our country, and full of resolve. The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for.
Oh, it is what we wanted. The majority wanted it. He won the popular vote. He went in swinging states. Man, unprecedented comeback victory ball.
Not what we voted for.
Oh, it is what we
But
voted
hear
for.
me when I say, the light of America's promise will always burn bright.
And it's burning bright right now.
As long as we never give up, and as long as we keep fighting.
To keep things common sense, to protect our women, to protect our families, to protect our borders, to protect our economy. We have to continue to fight for our good health. And we got to fight to make sure that this country is safe for everyone. The world is safe for everyone. And not just making America great again. To instill greatness in this country that seeps into the rest of the world and makes the entire world great, safe, happy, and healthy for all humanity. Thank you.
Beloved Doug and our family, I love you so very much. To President Biden and Dr. Biden, thank you for your faith and support. To Governor Walz
Biden, like
and the
what?
Walz family, I know your service to our nation will continue. And to my extraordinary team, to the volunteers who gave so much of themselves, to the poll workers and the local election officials, I thank you.
That worked with us to get things done.
Thank you all. Look, I am so proud of the race we ran. And the way we ran it.
I wouldn't be.
The way we ran
That
it.
performance, I wouldn't be.
Over the 107 days of this campaign, we have been intentional about building community and building coalitions. Bringing people together from every walk of life and background, united by love of country with enthusiasm and joy in our fight for America's future. And we did it with the knowledge that we all have so much more in common than what separates us. Now I know folks are feeling and experiencing a range of emotions right now. I get it.
I know the emotion I'm feeling. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling safer. I'm feeling optimistic about our future. So I'm feeling a range of feelings too, Kamala. I am happy, optimistic, joy. Feels pretty good. Yeah. Safer.
But we must accept the results of this election.
Okay.
Earlier today,
I
spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory. I also told him that we will help him and his team with their transition.
Okay.
And that we will engage in a peaceful transfer of power.
Okay. See, we was all concerned. She beaming. She is beaming right now. Those are some laser beams right there. Those are some laser beams. I don't want to looking at me like that. See, because people was concerned about some shenanigans. Definitely. So, okay. You say so.
A fundamental principle of American democracy is that when we lose an election, we accept the results. That principle, as much as any other.
I see what she's doing. She's trying to say we ain't going to do what he did last time. That's what she's doing.
Distinguishes democracy from monarchy or tyranny. And anyone who seeks the public trust must honor it. At the same time, in our nation, we owe loyalty not to a president or a party, but to the Constitution of the United States.
Hear that, black folk? So stop voting 90% Democrat every single time. Start looking at their policies, what they're going to do for the country, for your people. They're going to make your life better? Are they not? Are they supporting certain foundations that were originally set up to take you out? Like, what's going on here? You know what I mean?
And loyalty to our conscience and to our God. My allegiance.
Who is your God? Mine is the all-powerful creator of the heavens and the earth. That's who mine is. Who is yours?
To all three is why I am here to say, while I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign.
Girl!
The fight for freedom, for opportunity, for fairness, and the dignity of all people. A fight for the ideals at the heart of our nation, the ideals that reflect America at our best. That is a fight I will never give up. I will never give up the fight for a future where Americans can pursue their dreams, ambitions, and aspirations, where the women of America have the freedom to make decisions about their own body and not have their
They do that all the time. Y'all know how I feel about it. But for all you new viewers, I personally think that abortion is one of the most dark, evil, inhumane things that we've been convinced is okay to do. Similar to Spartans throwing away their babies if they were born small, something like that. That's something that's very savage. What we do to our unborn children is extremely savage. If the most nurturing of the two sexes can be convinced to fight for a right to terminate the life the human life growing inside of them, and they think that that's fine? I mean, come on now. I mean, you heard what I just said. People fight for that right to take the lives of their unborn children, mainly out of inconvenience. Because the R word, the I word, and to save the mother's life are less than 1% of all abortions, correct? So most are fighting for the right to just not be responsible adults. That's what they're doing. And it's wrong. Okay? Incest can create very damaged individuals genetically. I understand why people might want to have that done. If something like that happens in a family, I get it. I understand the R word. You may not want that person who violated you's child growing inside of you. They kept you in the basement. You weren't able to get away, and now you have this life growing in you, and they save you after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, and you can't take that. You need this piece of this person taken out. I understand that. Okay? To save the mother's life. I understand that. But the rest, everybody just being irresponsible adults? No. Make a way. Put on your big boy and your big girl pants and raise that child. Or give it up for adoption, because from what I understand, there are like 2 million people on the adoption list. 2 million. 2 million. That's insane to me. That's a lot of people, a lot of loving people that can't have children. And they're waiting for a beautiful life to come into theirs so they can raise it lovingly. But you'd rather take that life. I'm sorry. There's no way I could ever support anyone that is okay with that. There's a girl I used to talk to. She told me she had one done, and I mean, she was jumping through all types of hoops to explain to me why. The guy forced her. He dragged her there. I don't really believe that. I just believe that he was so angry and pushy with it that, so what some women do is they kind of cave to it. They're just like, God, if he's not going to be here, he doesn't want it, why have it? Don't do that. Don't let him convince you. You have plenty of help. You have plenty of help out there. No one said the road was going to be easy, but the rest of life isn't easy either. Take responsibility for the decision you made to open your legs or ejaculate inside of somebody without protection before marriage. All that good stuff. You chose to do that. You chose as a quote-unquote responsible adult to do it. So, take that responsibility. Okay? Yeah. Let's keep going.
Government telling them what to do. We will never give up the fight to protect our schools and our streets from gun violence. And America, we will never give up the fight for our democracy, for the rule of law, for equal justice, and for the sacred idea that every one of us, no matter who we are or where we start out, has certain fundamental rights and freedoms that must be respected and upheld. And we will continue to wage this fight in the voting booth, in the courts, and in the public square. And we will also wage it in quieter ways, in how we live our lives, by treating one another with kindness and respect, by
calling people dictators and the next Hitler and dangerous and a danger to democracy and danger to the country and a R word and N-word, misogynist, all this other stuff. Treat each other with kindness, like we've treated Trump. Please.
In the face of a stranger and seeing a neighbor, by always using our strength to lift people up, to fight for the dignity that all people deserve. The fight for our freedom will take hard work, but like I always say, we like hard work. Hard work is good work. Hard work can be joyful work.
You hear how her accent changed when she said that?
And the fight for our country
like I always
is
say.
Always worth
like
it.
We always
it is
say.
Always worth it. To the young people who are watching, it is... I love you. To the young people who are watching, it is okay to feel sad and disappointed, but please know it's going to be okay. On the campaign, I would often say, when we fight, we win. But here's the thing. Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win. That doesn't mean we won't win. The important thing is don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever stop trying.
Most of you will get that if you're my followers.
To make the world a better place. You have power.
Oh, we about to.
You have power. And don't you ever listen when anyone tells you something is impossible because it has never been done before. You have the capacity to do extraordinary good in the world. And so to everyone who is watching, do not despair.
Oh,
This
I'm
is
not.
not a time to throw up our hands.
It's a time to be extremely happy. That's what it's a time to be. Because big change is a-coming.
This is a time to roll up our sleeves. This is a time to organize, to mobilize, and to stay engaged for the sake of freedom and justice and the future that we all know we can build together. Look, many of you know I started out as a prosecutor, and throughout my career,
Tell me about you being middle class, too.
I saw people at some of the worst times in their lives. People who had suffered great harm and
Some
great
people say she helped create some of those instances. Oh, my God.
and yet
Oh, by the way, guys, I've been called biased. Okay. I am biased. So are you. We're all biased. But the reason why you watch me is because I'm honest and I'm fair. There's a difference. Okay? Because there's certain people that are biased. Well, we're all biased. But you can be biased but unfair. You know what I mean? You're biased, you support this side, but you know, like the honesty, the fairness that certain Democrats showed was when Biden performed badly in that debate. And they just came out and they were like, look, I'm biased. I'm Democrat. I'm for the Democrats. I'm for Biden. But what he did was terrible that night. That was just a horrible performance. See, that's honest and fair. The one that's not fair and they're like, oh, he did great. He did great. I have complete trust in his abilities. He's fine. He's just getting started. He's just unwinding. He's just getting started. And they go, Got what I'm saying? That's the person that is not honest and fair. I'm honest and fair. That's why you watch me. And I'm funny.
found within themselves the strength and the courage and the resolve to take the stand, to take a stand, to fight for justice, to fight for themselves, to fight for others. So let their courage be our inspiration. Let their determination be our charge. And I'll close with this. There's an adage an historian once called a law of history, true of every society across the ages. The adage is, only when it is dark enough can you see the stars.
And these past 4 years been so dark that we saw the stars of Trump shining, J.D. Vance shining, Tulsi Gabbard shining, RFK Jr. shining. We saw all that. And it's definitely working now. It's helping. We know the way.
I know many people feel like we are entering a dark time.
Not at all.
But for the benefit of us all, I hope that is not the case. But here's the thing, America, if it is, let us fill the sky with the light of a brilliant, brilliant billion of stars. The light of optimism, of faith, of truth, and service.
And the light of the Creator.
It's you. And may that work guide us, even in the face of setbacks, toward the extraordinary promise of the United States of America. I thank you all. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America. I thank you all.
All right, y'all. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. If you enjoyed my thoughts and my reaction, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share and subscribe. Because people unsubscribing just because I announced that Trump won and was happy. Can you believe that? Can you believe it? I have never. 10 million subscribers. Woo!